continue to want to see the so-called client list. We don't know if it exists. We know the DOJ Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche was down in Tallahassee for 2 days of interviews with Ghislaine Maxwell, which is really the only defendant still related to this case. Where do things stand right now? Because there's a lot of talking, but I'm not sure, like, where is there a probe that continues?
Well, there is some congressional action. Ghislaine Maxwell has been, has spoken to the DOJ. However, she's also been subpoenaed by Congress to appear in August of this year. So we may know more action from after that happens. However, throughout the course of this case, it's been noteworthy because there's a complete lack of information that goes out, and the information that does go out really doesn't add up or make a lot of sense, truthfully.
So, the chronology here, it's so extensive. If we went, what happened when, we would be here for a long time. But basically, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, I remember at a point in time said, there's a client list, there's a file. She had these social media influencers walk out of the White House with this binder. Nothing came of it. Here we are again. We know from Wall Street Journal reporting that allegedly the Attorney General told the president that he was so-called part of these files and was named several times in it. And now it seems to come where the president is saying, go interview, or at least the DOJ, go interview Ghislaine Maxwell, see what you get from her. To your point, it seems as though Congress wants to hear more. How much can you believe or trust someone who's in prison convicted of these crimes?
Well, she's lied before and she's exaggerated before on certain things. So I don't think that she would have a lot of trustworthy information. I think she would give enough information to help herself, and that's about the extent of it. People who are convicted of crimes, and especially here, the crimes are very heinous. Let's be very clear about that. Mm-hmm. This is sexual exploitation of minors, and it was done in a very systematic way, and done in a systematic way around people of influence in our country. So the American public has a right to be very concerned about this and to demand answers. Mm-hmm. But what we're seeing from all official positions is really stonewalling and gaslighting.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also been, even from the White House, a call to release everything that came from the grand jury, which we know that these are secret proceedings. When a defendant like this dies in the midst of the case, usually is the public entitled to all the information that has been recovered by the government?
So I can speak to redaction of files personally. It is not hard to redact transcripts. Transcripts are very easy to read, and I could probably, by myself, sitting with a pen, sit in my office and redact a day's worth of grand jury transcripts in one workday. So it's really not hard to redact transcripts and to release them. Since they've decided they're going to do it, I don't see a logical reason for them not to be released and for the foot dragging that I'm seeing here.
All right. We'll wait and see if we do get any more, because it seems as though there's also a discovery that still lays with the FBI that's yet to be made public, and what does and what isn't. Of course, to your point, heinous crimes and obviously related to sex assault victims, so you want to protect them as most as possible. Joseph, thank you for bringing that down.
Thank you.
Let's move on to another case out of the DOJ, where a new letter from the